Hello boys and girls, this video is going to be specific to changing the headlight bulbs on the 3rd gen Mazda 6 GTs with the factory D4S HID headlights. I couldn't find a tutorial on how to do this, so here we go. The headlights for the 3rd gen Mazda 6s that come with the factory HIDs is going to be the D4S. D is in dog, the number 4, S is in Sam. These are the 5,000 Kelvin rating bulbs, so they should be pure white with just a slight hint of blue. Normally for me, anything over 6,000 starts to turn a little bit too blue for me. One important thing with headlight bulbs in general is that before you actually install them, you want to take some alcohol wipes or alcohol wipe or alcohol in a cotton ball, and you want to wipe the actual glass itself to remove any type of hand grease or what may be on there. Because if the hand grease or your oils from your hands get on the bulb, it will heat the bulb up and it will prematurely fail. As far as what bulbs I'm using, I am using Morimoto. These are really the only third-party non-OEM bulbs that I really trust is Morimoto. They actually have R&D, they have QA checks, all that stuff. And I also have a link in the description as well. So let's get to the removal of the parts so that we can actually get to the installation of the parts. I've never done this on this particular car before, and I've never done a D4S bulb. I've done plenty of D2Ss and D2R bulbs, but never a D4S bulb. So I'm not quite sure what it all entails, but once we get this fender liner out, we're gonna see. But I took the wheel off because I have some inner tie rod issues there where you see how I was rounded off. Thanks Firestone a lot for doing that. Now I gotta get a new inner tie rod because y'all jacked it up. But the wheel is off for that reason, so I figured since it's off and I have easier access, might as well go ahead and do the bulb installation as well. So let's go ahead and get these little pop pins. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, I think it's like 4 or 5 out, and we're going to, oh Lord, my tire's been rubbing up there. Oh, all right. But yeah, we're gonna get those out and go ahead and get this started. All right, so remember earlier I was talking about a ballast that is required to fire the bulb. Well, that silver square piece is gonna be the ballast. Now that is gonna be like a high voltage piece that will actually fire, or I think some may call it an igniter. So that is going to actually fire the bulb so that it lights. So I'm trying to see where the actual light bulb is located, and maybe it's behind the ballast. Maybe I gotta take the ballast off to get to the headlight bulb. That's what it's kind of looking like. So let me mess with this for a second, and let me see if I can figure that out. Alright, so I think I figured it out. So on either side, and I don't know if y'all can see this, maybe not, it's a little dark in here. So on either side of the ballast, one side it was plugged in and the other side is like another little grip. But all you do is you take the ballast and turn it clockwise, and then pull out, and then it just falls out like so. So now you have the ballast itself. So the ballast is actually mounted on back of the headlight, which also seals the headlight. It seals back of the headlight. So there, the shiny silver part you see in the frame now is actually the plug of the ballast plugging into the back of the headlight bulb, and this should twist. Now which direction? Oh, so you just twist clockwise, and then the whole thing comes out. All right, so you twist clockwise, and the bulb and the ballast and the plug comes out. So this is how it looks on the back of the headlight, and this is the plug that it gets its main power from, and that's the other tab I was talking about. To get it off of the back of the headlight, you take it and you turn it clockwise, and when you turn it clockwise, then you just pull it out, and then you have this will be plugged in on the back of the headlight bulb, the D4S bulb. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says lock. And to lock it, you turn it counterclockwise. You turn it counterclockwise about whatever, a quarter turn, and then pull it back towards you, and it pops out. And just make sure you have it, because the whole unit comes out together. And you don't want to drop this, because if you damage the ballast, then the bulb won't light. And from a quick search on eBay, this combination here is about $80 used. So you want to be careful. And this is an electronic device. You don't want to bang and drop this around. So I know how the D2S headlight bulbs normally come out, and it's normally like a metal retainer clip. But on this car particularly, I'm not sure, but it's, oh, let me get back in here. But it seems like it might be, oh, you can't really see. Can I make it darker? Probably not. But it seems like it's the same deal. There's two, I don't know if y'all can see that. You see those two metal clips, like those two little wings? And I'll put some arrows there. There's two metal clips. So if we pinch those clips and probably push them forward, if we push them, pinch them in and push forward, they should unclip. Oh, okay. So you want to be careful with these headlights, because I forgot that these are the automatic adjusting headlights, AFS. And as soon as I pushed it, the whole unit moved. So I'm going to put the camera down, and I'm going to actually try to hold it and push the tabs in at the same time. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I got the old bulb out. So once you see the two metal spring clips, all you do is, because the bulb is in there like this, all you do is that you take the metal spring clip, you push it forward, and then slide it over in, and you do the other one the same way. You push the clip forward and push it in, and then both of the metal clips, you just lean backwards, and once you lean backwards, you just grab the bulb and take it out. So here we have the old bulb. But you can see that they look exactly the same height, same dimensions. The connection on the bottom is the same. It should be a direct replacement. So now I'm just going to take my alcohol swab. We're going to clean the glass on this one, and then after I clean this, we're going to install. And that should remove any oils from the glass itself to keep it from prematurely dying. Bulb does have a certain orientation that it goes before you try to put it in the headlight. It goes in the headlight one way. So the way you want it to go, if you're looking at it from the front, is this way. The little bobber here, the little ground electrode, I guess is what it is, needs to be facing down. So the little electrode needs to be facing the bottom of the headlight. You have a square notch, and then you have a rounded notch. The square notch should be straight up, and the rounded notch should be to the left. That's the only way. It's the correct way. It's the way it should be done. With the slots in the bulb, to look at this Morioto bulb and realize that it has a bunch of extra slots that the OEM bulb does not have. But even with them having all these extra slots, one thing remains the same: that your grounding electrode is always going to be facing down, and the square notch is still only one square notch, so that square notch will still be facing upward. So square notch upward, electrode down. Alright, so the bulb is installed. So I'm going to try to show y'all how these clips work. I don't know how good this is going to be, but you got the clips. So you just press in. Oh, it's moving. So you just press in. No, I can't do it with one hand. So I tried to show you. I'll take a picture. Alright, and I will post a couple of pictures which hopefully will show a little bit better of how it looks when it's actually installed, since I can't pick it up all that well on my camera. But the bulb is installed in its correct orientation. The clips are securely fastened, and now we are just going to connect the ballast plug and the ballast back on back of the headlight to seal it, and then we should be good to go. Now just remember, after you make this connection on back of the headlight, that these wires, well, this wire goes inside of the headlight to be sealed by this. So make sure that this cord is tucked into the headlight before you attempt to put this cover on. And the cover is going to go on with the plug at 90-degree angle. Then you're going to turn it counterclockwise and make sure that it is securely fastened in there. And also remember that for the bulb connection, it should be possibly in this orientation, and then you're just going to counterclockwise rotate until the wire is at the bottom. So the driver's side was literally the exact same mirror image of the passenger side, so I didn't bother to record it, but it was literally the exact same thing. Like, it's really nothing the only extra thing in the way is this wire right here, and I mean, you just put that to the side and you get right to it. I mean, it was the exact same installation, so there's no point in showing y'all the same thing twice. The headlight installation is complete, and I'm going to check it to make sure that everything works. After that, I'm going to button everything up. We're going to get the wheels reinstalled, and we're going to wait for it to get dark to see if it's really any difference.